in a far-off land. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. She's got Spock on her playlist, Kirk in her heart, quoting Picard, she's a work of art. Her chat's ablaze, the subs pouring, she's a Twitch sensation, let the journey begin. In her world it's all walkers and rings. She laughs and she dances, she sings what she brings. Her saxophone wails like a comet's cry, through galaxies spinning in her mind sky. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Across the Milky Way, she finds her groove, a captain's chair and a dance to prove. Sci-fi rhythms in a 90s haze, she's lost in a Britpop celestial phase. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. So here's to Samo, our cosmic muse, streaming and singing, lighting the fuse. In her universe she'll always shine. Major Cypher, star of her time.
Major Summer in the zone, streaming fun all night long. Jiggities in every tone, join the hype, feeling strong. Boopsie might not agree, best in all the lands we see. From Canada, she's the star, streaming bright, near and far. Party here, party there, Major Summer in the air. Jiggities everywhere, Major Summer, show you care. Party here, party there, Major Summer loves pickles, giggity giggle. From Canada, so cool, dances like a jewel. She's got her seminar, stars in her eyes a lot. From the galaxy so high, she touches the sky. Major Summer crazy bright, Star Trek dream out of sight. Pickles by his side, alright, dancing in the neon light. Jetpacks on they fly through cosmic candy sky. Heroes of the night, holding tight to their delight. Samo's laugh echoes clear with every giggle we cheer. In her spaceship she's the queen, Canadian star with the shield. Major Summer loves pickles, giggity giggle. From Canada, so cool, dances like a jewel. She's got her seminar, stars in her eyes a lot. From the galaxy so high, she touches the sky. Major Summer crazy bright, Star Trek dream out of sight. Pickles by his side, alright, dancing in the neon light. Major Summer crazy bright, Star Trek dream out of sight. Pickles by his side, alright, dancing in the neon light. Jetpacks on they fly through cosmic candy sky. Heroes of the night, holding tight to their delight. Samo's laugh echoes clear with every giggle we cheer. In her spaceship she's the queen, Canadian star with the shield. Dancing in the neon light. Major Sam steps through the gate, leads a team, no time to wait. Bold and fearless, ready to fight. Eyes like fire, heart so bright. Veterans follow her command. Brave and loyal.
Your streak has what, Davrick? Davrick, you're freaking me out. What is your streak doing? What are your streak doing? Oh, Destros, if somebody hit a 9,000 stream streak on my channel, not only will I be much older yet still ageless and ethereal than I am right now, but I feel like that's a flippin', house party 9,000 personal event. Goodness gracious. Davrick, you're freaking me out. You're freaking me out, Davrick. Oh my goodness gracious, happy belated April Fools. It's supposed to be April Fools and we're done with. You're not supposed to be having April Fools after the fact, freaking you streamer out. Oh my gosh. I am depending. Hello and welcome in victory indeed when I see you and
Giggity,
everybody.
giggity,
Hello.
giggity. Alright.
Bender, how are you doing? Nick, Destros, Lango, Davrik, Neb, Lol, David, Danny's in the house, Savage, Disco, Deathblave, Brett Day, of course. We got Neb, Moose, Belair, Silver Tab, Floyd. You watched yesterday's stream 8,999 times. Good gracious. I'm pretty sure it was about 2.5
Basically,
hours.
Science!
Hello, Anarchy and Chaos. Thank you so much. 17 months of chaos and anarchy. And it's funny how my life has been better because of it.
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior warriors.
Oh, Domo, I wish that were true this year.
We're on a mission, you nit.
Killenny, what's up? Yeah, the Canucks, we actually play our dear friends. I like to think we're dear friends and neighbors. The Kraken. Tonight. Starting in about half an hour, the Canucks are going for it. I wish I had some Kraken rum that I could bring up to celebrate with, but alas, it's still I've got to get through this. I've got to get through this before we could ever think about doing anything else. RSD up to 3. Broken Wolf 10 is an amazing restart. You're already back to double digits. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. It's amazing. Killenny, oh dear. I had some tech issues myself just yesterday, so I understand. It's okay. I hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you again. I hope everything is fixed up since. Overtoad, you would rather... Overtoad would rather have some speed ups. Honestly, as would I. Oh man, it's a wild game we play, you guys. It is a funny game. It is a silly game that we put ourselves through. But gosh darn, we keep coming back and we keep loving on each other to keep us going. Davrik?
I could
Davrik?
really go for a pickle right now.
You know how to make that happen, Davrik. Everybody knows how. Destros, however, knows how to really open up my heart and chug some love. Started rewatching SG1. You're getting a free hydrate right there. RSD's in bed. Hector is here. You do not need sisters. This is your house. Oh, Hector, I'm sorry to say. You getting sisters. You're not getting one sister. You getting 2 sisters. And you're going to be angry at first. But then you're going to be so happy and full of love. And you're going to spend your whole life protecting them and supporting them and encouraging them and keeping them in line. That's what siblings do. Ooh, Overtoad. Their R&D is waiting 680 uncommon gas and then on to Shipyard 63 and new ship day. Overtoad, what are you getting? What are you getting? You're right alongside me. Davrik, I wish, Davrik. But not quite. Disco, I would never say challenge. I am just relaying the facts. Most people know how to make it happen. If you don't, if you're curious, if you're not sure what I mean, ask the question and I will explain. Broken Wolf, we gonna talk about that. Fine with the sisters, but the bed is mine. Daddy can sleep on the floor. Oh, it's funny. I've heard that from cats before. You slammed the brakes on a Velox. You're now on the slow reputation road back to the Luna Titan. Spectre, you have to elaborate. Tell me everything that you mean by that. What do you mean? Please explain that process, that thought process, that strategy process. Is it because of something that you've heard hinted at? Is it because of certain streams over the last couple of weeks? Are you saying you've changed your whole strategy? And if so, why? What's going on? Tell me about it. What's this about a new Strange New World Season 3 trailer? Yeah. Lango says the Velox is sweet. Blastnet. All caps.
Chevron 6 engaged.
Yar, my sweet darling. Yar, I'm so excited you made me choke. Hold on. I actually just choked. I was so excited. Yar, thank you, my sweet darling. We've kicked off at the potential of a hype train. We're just over 4 minutes. We're already at 62%. There's so much gonna happen tonight. I'm so excited. Have at the... Oh my goodness gracious. Belair says he thinks some of the trailer is wonky-ish. RSD, what is your rep at? What is your rep at and what is your ops? Level 71 to 80? You did Feds to 50, ROMs to 60, so your Klingons will be 71. Over Toad, I love it. That logic totally makes sense to me. Totally makes sense to me. Yar! Me Tasha's! Indeed. Thank you, Blastnet. The mute button is a very important button for a streamer. Well, of course, Overtoad. Absolutely. They have blatantly, straight up, very honestly said, well, of course we want. Hey, Chubby. Welcome in, Dr. Chubby. I hope you're having a good, happy hump day. 68% of a hype train. There you go, Blastnet. No sharing? Oh dear. You have the Shipyard 50 all ready to go, asks Hyperdrive. Blastnet Dan Harris has just thrown down a quote. Bonus points to anybody who gets that reference. Interesting feature. Oh, Daverick, no! No, Daverick, no. No, cannot do those sounds. No, 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 no. Well, Savage, everybody's always known they want G6s to always spend. But, as I said the other day, oh my gosh, Benny Hill! Benny Hill wants me to go to the game. No, I'm not Ops 70. Thank you very much. No, no, no. Not even close. Not even close, man. No, no, no. No, no. As the famous meme sound effect, etc. No. You're gonna hang at 60 for a long time? Blastnet, you should go to 61! Start getting those materials! But you can hang at 60 for a while. I hung at 60 for a while. It's good, it's good, it's good. No, Savage, not even close. Following our conversation last week, you're so close to maxing your first ISS jelly. Just need another 2k rare Explorer parts. And done. Been enjoying the game more since you planned what you wanted to do. Ops 53 ain't bad at the moment. Heck yes. I tell you, if you just... That's the thing about the game, right? Getting all hung up and caught up on ops numbers is a thing. But... It's more milestones, right? I'm planning this, strategizing, and saving for that. Oh my gosh, we have 15 seconds. We're at 93%. We're at 93%. Oh my gosh, 15 seconds, 93%. Can we do it? Thank you, Dr. Juby. I don't know what's coming, but
Juby
it's
asked
going to
me,
be something.
if Major Samo and Dr. Juby got into a drinking contest, who would win and how much would be drunk? Ah, a fine query indeed. If Major Samo and Dr. Juby were to partake in a drinking contest, I'd wager Major Samo might hold their own for a bit, but Dr. Juby would likely outlast them. After all, one's tolerance is as unpredictable as the weather. As for the amount enough to rival a vampire's thirst on a moonlit night, bat.
We got a bat, everybody! We got a proper bat! Okay, just for that, Juby, I want to have a drink with you. I mean, my whole state of regular being is kind of like, I want to have a drink with you, but, that's because you my friend.
I always get a happy language going on.
Anarchy! Anarchy and Chaos gifting 5 subs. Hillbilly, Sigma Lance 121, The Reels Party, Oded TK, and Kirok of 9. Thank you so much, Anarchy and Chaos, as well as I'm so sorry, Benny Hill gave biddies. A goat scream. We got Retro Fury with 100 biddies, every single biddy contributing to suddenly being 47% into a level 3 hype train. Thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you, Disco, my darling. 100 biddies. We're now at 52%. Thank you, guys. I'm really looking towards House Party 2.0. I've got secret plans going on in the background, and every penny is going to let me make a smashing event, continue building the studio for future stuff and things. And of course, being able to continue living in this modern day and age of expense and madness. So I appreciate this so much. D-Sonic with 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spectre, absolutely. We're going for that soundboard. We're going for the other required tech to have people going. And I'm not just talking about Twitch. I'm talking getting to get some YouTube shows going on. YouTube series. Just huge things in my mind. So exciting. Yes, Destros. Yes. So thank you guys. Wowie zowie. And obviously there's lots of stuff to talk about tonight with this sudden, hey everybody, go to G5. It's the great G4 revolution. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, we've always known that they want people in the top 20 ops levels of the game. It's absolutely fair for them to say so. I was saying, I think just last night, we're about to hit G7, probably, maybe, by the end of the year. And, I mean, just imagine what it is
Paddling the school canoe? Oh, you better believe that's a paddling.
That's a paddling. We're paddling up to 62% of a level 3 hype train. I mean, RSD, you might be. What is the current mission that you have as your main storyline? Have you checked stfc.space? Have you checked it? You really hope the G7 Fed interceptor ship is the USS Friendship class? That was amazing, Juby, that you won that contest. I laugh every time I think about it. Kirok of 9 comes out with their first time chat because of that very kind gifted sub from Anarchy and Chaos. They say, thanks for the gift sub. I guess I'd better join in. Kirok, It's so great to have you. Your name right there in my chat. Welcome in. I hope you have a good time here. It is just amazing when people are so kind as to give those community subs. It's super awesome. Blastnet, they've been doing
berries
a
and
lot
cream,
of the...
berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Thank you, Lango, for berries and cream. That was very unexpected indeed. I was like, where's Moopsy? I was like, where's Moopsy? But it was Lango who did it. It's like, is this an April Fool's? Y'all trying to trip me up. Like my mods did yesterday on my Discord. Who was there for that? What happens if you boil a funny bone? Davrick, dare I ask? We have 10 seconds. We're at 76%. Oh, my gracious. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Of course, Kirok finds the giggities. Oh, man. Okay, there's the hype train. Thank you so much, everybody. Brilliant way to open the stream. You know I love it. 76% towards that level 3. We got some emotes going out. Oh my gosh. The finish to Davrick's joke. What happens when you boil a funny bone? You get a laughing stock. Hold up. We may have just finished the hype train, but we got a sticker party. 60 seconds. Stickers are free, everybody. 60 seconds. Stickers are free. Have at her. Incoming Discord call. I've never seen that one before. Let's go. We got some new Mickeys. We obviously have some South Park stuff going on. Some Simpsons. Some monkeys. Oh my gosh, now I just want a donut. As the minions laughing. Is that some new goats up here? What's this? Discord call? Silas of the Lambs. Great to see you. Deeply mistrustful of that Discord icon. He has brought in something. You don't got me up here? Oh, it's not my birthday, but thank you. The Discord icon is the real Badgie. Tinfoil hat activated. Thanks for the sticker party, everybody. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's funny how oft I forget. How is everyone today? Asks Silas. You were snowed upon and you resented very deeply. Well, I don't know if you can see what's happening at the window right here. Thank you, Anarchy. I don't know if you can see what's happening at the window right here. But if it looks like it's the glowing blue of like a glacier or beaming up from an alien, it's sunlight.
The following Canadian teams will make the playoffs: Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Winnipeg, Edmonton. That is all.
Well, thank you, Shorzy, for that PSA. That highly unnecessary PSA. Moving on. Anywho, was a very weird day here in Vancouver. We had absolute pouring miserable rain at times this morning, and then it cleared up, and then it was kind of like cloudy but bright and raining again, and then it cleared up and it was stunning, beautiful blue sky and bright sun, and people are out in t-shirts and shorts. I kid you not, we Vancouverites, everybody makes fun of us Vancouverites, but there are people who will be out in shorts and t-shirt in the snow. Juby had a blizzard and then rain, and then tomorrow it's 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what's going on with the world, but right now that is sunlight right there. I've hinted that I have a very busy week this week in real life. Tons of family stuff. I have, friends and family coming in, going out, this, that, and the other thing, many days in a row, all sorts of appointments, annual, yearly appointments that I rediscover in my phone happen to be this week that I booked a year ago, as these things always do, right on the busy days when we're out.
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior warriors.
Neb, we shall see. The game starts in about 10 minutes. We shall see. Karak, yes, I did indeed say Vancouver. I am in the Vancouver area of British Columbia, out here in the Pacific Northwest. 0 G's. Wait, what's going on? Oh, are you talking about Incursions? Incursions is not, well, for me it's not tomorrow. Incursions is Friday. I still have 2 more days. Thank you very much. Also, side note, 1 hour and 38 minutes until Daily's reset. 1 hour, 38 minutes until Daily's reset. I'm gonna try to get some of my mining situated. Oh, that's the song of my people. Thank you, Dr. Juby. Too much work for Blastnet, no incursions for them. The candy van. Oh, 38 hours about for everyone. Yeah, we'll see how their supposedly improved lag and runtime performance stuff they've been working on. We'll see how a 1 day for all incursions will go. Ice Wolf is in the house. What is this roll? Oh my gosh, look at that techno disco rolling. Oh my gracious, I'm just looking at that emote. Sanctus is amazing. I wish I was wearing my Sanctus shirt all of a sudden. 104 v 107. Who's in 29? That's who I'm fighting, right? 0 G's. 0 G's. Mabu. 29, right? It's a giant one. Look at it. Look at it just flip and roll. Look at it just somersault. Ooh. Red Root 1. Are you 29? Wait, 0 G's. You cannot just switch servers like that. Or are you talking about your baby account? Do you have a baby account? Did you switch? What is happening? Don Zeno, how's it going? Juby is gonna lose to 36. Well, I'm glad you have that nicely arranged. No unexpected incidents for you. Savage, yeah, basically. Lord Iscaron gonna whoop on Tiberius. 49 versus 60. Red Root 1! I hope so! But in a loving way, of course. I love sometimes when I know there's people of the community who are going to be, battling me during incursions. I love to get what I call a school photo. You would always get your class photo every year at school, or your graduation photo at the end, the whole grade. Gibnod, what's going on? Polar's in the house. Welcome. We gotta organize our class photo because I know there are several people on server 29 that I'll be fighting, and I would really, really love to have everybody's name in print all together. Absolutely beautiful. That's what the game's all about, right? We play, we fight, all this, whatever, but it's about coming together, all us nerds, Star Trek nerds, gaming nerds. It's wonderful. You get a school photo once a year in the UK. Overtoad, yeah. Yeah, you get your school photo every year. Or do you mean like the whole school would be together and you get a once a year?
Juby asked me, please explain to everyone why Dongle Coin is the newest and greatest cryptocurrency to buy into its very moist. Oh, Dongle Coin, you say a name that practically drips with financial wisdom. Moisture aside, it seems like a digital folly cooked up by a bunch of Nancam poops. Investing in this laughable crypto would be akin to pouring your savings into a soggy sock. Pure insanity. If you're looking for wealth, try to steer clear of this digital damp squib. Stick to currencies that have a semblance of stability. Avoid the moisture-trapped twit.
Can we get a clip of that, please, just so I can send it to Tarpy? That needs to go to Tarpitude. That's all I gotta say about that, Juby, cause, whoa. Whoa. Oh, dear. Davrick wants to team up with Grand Admiral Hunter to find me.
Basically,
How dare! Dougie, 21 months. Thank you so much, Dougie. Welcome in. Major Samo hug for you. How are you doing? Good gracious. Red Root, holy moly, your RSD senior high school class photo looks like a mugshot lineup. Oh dear. There is so much going on in chat right now. Whole jeepers. Single and class in secondary, 13 through 16. Oh, years old. I was thinking like grade 13, which was a thing in some places in Canada for a while. It was weird. Anyway, Zero G's clearly knows who Red Root 1 is, which is great. New word. NWO, Nerds World Order. Well, the world does need more nerds. And Don Zuno, with their 45 stream streak, is coming up on it. Thank you, Envanadia, for the clip. Together, and you get a... I will try to send that to my friend Tarpy in due order after the stream. You did grade 13, Blastnet. Nice. Is Grand Admiral Davrick? Is Grand Admiral 64? Really? So many people have so many accounts these days. I honestly, I apologize. Keeping up with everybody's account numbers and ops and servers and 7 alternate accounts. I'm losing it. RSD, good night to you. Lordship needs snugs. Indeed, it is very late for you. I'm glad you were able to pop in. Red October! I love that movie. Oh, he is 64. Well, is he on still right now? I don't know. Yep. Yes, sure. That's exactly the cap. Anyways, what is everybody's count on the new event? I am very curious. I want to know. Destined Encounter, everybody, as we're going for that Poke Catch, as we're talking about the encounter with Red October. Micah, I'm the same. One account. Just like Highlander, there can only be one. One account to rule them all. Envenodia is at 11.7K. Blastnet 6260. How is everybody doing with their event store? This new thing, daily event, Destined Encounter. You get 2,000 for completing the daily SMS. Then there's a pull for another 2,000 if you complete the whole thing. So it's 4,000 a day in theory. And then your alliance mates, every time you finish an SMS, your alliance mates get 60 extra currency. So if you're in an alliance of like 100 people and everybody be doing it, you could be getting quite the currency. And I'm already seeing numbers: 11.7K, 6260, 12.9K, 9,680, 12.3. Nick says 10K something, going for the premium dust, I think. You did the math. This event and the BP are really good. Dr. Juby, please tell me how you really feel. Blastnet has 101 in their alliance. Lord of Scarin says, that explains my gift box. It was so funny. I actually came on yesterday, the first day. And this event was really only told to us, like, yesterday. It was very kind of like, oh! And so I had so many people come onto the alliance chat through the day going, why do I have like 60 alliance gifts? What is happening? Is there some crazy smoking like $2 pack happening? It was really funny. So many people don't read. They don't look at announcements. They sadly don't come on to Twitch and have wonderful, amazing streamers like all the other people in our community who let folks know. So it's really been interesting to... With stuff like this, it's always funny to realize who in your alliance really just has no clue.
There's a whole room full of geeks up there just dying to get their hands
But
on
hold
this.
up, we got a whole room full of geeks coming on in. Lightning Hawk, raiding the stream. Lightning Hawk, welcome in, my friend. Thank you so much for bringing your people over. How the heck are you? How was your stream? I had you on Lurk, but I was not able to, unfortunately, be on anybody's stream really today. It was another crazy one, but it's so good to see you. Welcome in, Bacon Fish. Falcon Paw Tacos is here. The storm has arrived. I love that. Please, mods. Oh, we already got the shout out. Thank you very much. Voltron is up to 15.4 now. Lightning Hawk got a lot of raids tonight. You got the Rev himself. Congratulations. I did actually see that. I had y'all up on Lurk, as I said. I was so happy for you. Super awesome. It's an exciting thing to be raided, you know? So awesome. I hope you all had a blast. I hope you, some of you can come hang out for the next little while with me now. If you don't know who I am, my name is Major Samuel, and this is the Gate Room. I know, Lightning Hawk! A lovely turn of events. A lovely turn of events. Heck yeah, we were Raiders. We were just talking about the new event, of course, the Destined Encounter, and the fact that not only do you get the points for doing it yourself, but the more you encourage your alliance mates, the more everybody benefits. And I'm really excited about this, not just because
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior warriors.
Polar, I'm hoping puck drop should be any second versus the Kraken tonight. I was saying I should have had some Kraken rum tonight instead of the usual Screech if anything happens, but it's been a crazy day. Yeah, I love this event for the fact that it actually has a full, viable, measurable benefit to alliances that encourage each other to engage. Because, you know, they say things like, this is an alliance event that you work together as a team, and it's just like the usual ALB, go hit 700,000 bad guys, or whatever. But with this, It is measurable currency that you get to choose what to do with. And, you know, even the spring officer choice we were touching on last night, and we touched on this the Destined Encounter as well last night, but more choice, more better, in my opinion. More choice, more better. And the fact that this Destined Encounter, the more you encourage your alliance mates to do the things, everybody actually measurably benefits. So it's super cool. Some people, I'm sure, are going to be acquiring officers because of it. And these are, for the most part, really great officers. In fact, I use all of them. Borg Queen for me is the least, but I'm not, you know, Madame Pivepe. That was the worst. I was vaguely thinking about French, and then I did not do French. I apologize to the world for that. But the Enterprise E officers are absolutely slam banging, brilliant officers. Myself personally, I'm actually going for the premium mirror dust. I have talked in the past how very good a lot of this stuff is and how ridiculously much it's chained, so that the stuff that is really, really valuable, like certain efficiencies, are so far down the chain and you have to do all this stuff to get up to there, that any opportunity I can get to free to play acquire premium dust, generally speaking, I go for it. I go for it. So if we want to see the premium dust, I am in the way. Premium dust has a limit of 25 on it. I never like limits. I understand why they're there. I never like them, but I myself am going for the premium dust. You can see I've already redeemed 8. I've redeemed 8 packs of that, and at 1,600 each, that means I've already spent 12,800. I have 1080 left. So I've gotten 13,880 is what my total count is at so far. RBV, welcome in. C Engineering. Hello, my fellow, well, one of my neighbors. Close enough. Voltron brings up another option, a possibility. The Syndicate. Do the math. Everybody's personal Syndicate income these days is so wildly variable. There are people getting 100, 200,000 a day naturally through the various favors, syndicate, natural syndicate level, the new DTI faction, insanity. So one of the things you could be looking at with the Syndicate is how close are you to getting the various levels of the new Syndicate XP event, which, surprise, surprise, is happening again. I swear, has it been one a week for the last, like, 4 weeks now? Is this the 4th week in a row we've had a Syndicate? I swear it is. 4th or 5th. I swear. Deli Meyer. How you doing? What's going on? Polar just hit 48 on Syndicate. Congratulations. There are just more and more ways coming through these days, and so 10 stream streaks like bacon. We'll know from being here. The Syndicate has been wildly variable over the years. There were times, you know, you couldn't hit the first level. There are times you couldn't hit this, and then you could, and then they changed it, and, you know, you used to get 3 levels, and now you can't even get the first. It's been all over the place. But nowadays, especially with how many events are putting out Syndicate, again, things like the DTI, if you're close to the 2nd level or the 3rd level You can be looking at your destined encounter points. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's no music going on in the background. I'm so sorry. You're just listening to me and my empty space. You could be looking at that destined encounter currency, looking at how much the premium dust box takes versus how are you doing in this syndicate event. If you save that currency and it can get you up to, say, the 3rd level of the syndicate that I'm trying for, is that a better value for those tokens versus how much you could get from just redeeming on the premium dust? This is certainly a thing you could be looking at depending on your natural income of syndicate every day. So as always with this game, you got to look at all the facets and go, for your account, what is the most gains? And obviously I'm talking free to play. Always, always, always free to play. Yes, indeed, Ice Wolf. You were expecting a Thursday one, not a Wednesday. Well, again, they have just been so crazy with the syndicate events. I don't care if there was one 3 days ago. I will claim, if I'm up at whatever time, I will claim everything in my refineries, my gifts, my factions, except syndicate. I will wait now, always, till after all the resets, because they just seem to be so common these days. And I don't want to miss out on any officer shards. The last, at least 2 now, have been the Doctor, which I really don't want to miss out. But also, this premium dust. This premium dust. Even if you just get the 100, even if you get the 200, every little bit counts, because as much as power creep is happening, a lot of the premium dust research, especially at the higher ends, like quality, is good stuff. Just like my dear friend Candy White, who's up to a 40 stream streak. 40 stream streak. Oh my gosh. We all know how amazing he is at the design of things for the community. I don't want to say that, you know, we're working on something right now. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. But my hopes are up. There's something I'm looking into right now. I'm so excited. Dust for the win. Absolutely. And I mean, I wish I could get things like this. I talked about it yesterday. Rare hazard particles. Dr. Woodsy! You know, if you're applauding, I just feel like giving more applause. I don't know. It's Wednesday night. We doing stuff. Mirror Dust is having more sourcing. And this stuff is so good. I've not even been saving for stuff like this, because the actual tree itself is so chained that it can be tough, and then it was so ops locked that it could be tough, that now all I really have left is the Omega and the Premium. And the Premium stuff is so good that I keep saying to myself, you know what, I could wait 4 events. But when there's things like, you know, 60% ship parts efficiency, and that's just one of the levels. This kind of stuff, I don't know. I don't know. If you save still and you're gonna get some wins, congratulations. It's all to say, it's good stuff. Get Premium Dust, y'all. I love it. I love it. But all I have left is Premium and the Omega. We have a very similar tree toad. Nice. Dr. Woodsy. That was mostly last week, Dr. Woodsy. I'm trying to... I hope nobody thought I was too negative last week about the Alliance tournaments. Again, I love the new additions. Valor Emblems is genius, brilliant. I'm so happy those are there. But Yeah, the timing and a lot of the other stuff, but we're not going to get into it again. We're not going to get. Juby, you just wait till May. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. What do you mean saving the PvP stuff, Mimi? Meme, what do you mean? Saving PvP. Oh, Overtoad? I've not been going for this Chaos Tech. I will totally admit. I have not been going for it at all. I've often been within at least the first 10. I don't got time for it this week. I don't have time. Straight up. Nope. And honestly, as I was just saying, the sourcing of Syndicate is so vast these days. This event for me, especially since I went up into the 60s, I would have to grind literally for the 48 hours. And for that much Syndicate? No FOMO, y'all. No FOMO. I don't got the time. And I can happily... I was saying, was it last week or the week before? Going into the 60s, some people think I went really fast. Some people think I should have been 64 months ago. Everybody's got an opinion, right? So far, from my perspective, it's been actually pretty great. I can accomplish all the things. I can do SMSs. I can do dailies. I can get things done. SLB-wise, for the most part, in things like grind or power or whatever, I have been freed of the need to try for them. I have been released of self-induced pressure that I must win everything, I must be at top, I must go, I have to get every scrap of any possible currency that ever exists in life, always. I don't need it. I don't need to spend 20 hours of my day doing these things for a little bit more of that. The fact that I now have no chance is wonderful. It's wonderful.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Sometimes I could be last, and it's like, you know what? I can still do all this other stuff. And the game economies are giving this, that, and the other thing. Really, the only thing I got jazzed about is the premium dust. But all these events that do in Syndicate that I used to be obsessed with, the game is naturally giving so much stuff, it does not motivate me as it did before. And if it does for you, get her! Because Syndicate gives amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. But I'm trying to find this event. There was an event, see, for example, this one. I'm like, oh shoot, premium dust. And I actually haven't even looked at my fleet commanders in a while, so I actually have a question for you guys tonight that we're gonna get to. Tier 9 Revenant? Mimi, my Revenant is tier 11. Yay! What does that have to do with SLBs, though? I did not participate in the Revenant. No, that was a Krenum. Sea Engineering, thank you for the egg. I did not do a single thing in the Krenum Crusher SLB. Not even a single one. Because I looked at the rewards and I was like, And I looked at what my redeems cost now, because that was a surprise thing with the Krenum. The redeems, like, quintupled when I went to Ops 64. A lot of the specialty stuff these days goes by ship tier, but there are some things still by Ops, and the Krenum stuff leapt crazily. So I looked at the rewards for the Krenim Crusher SLB, and I was like, Incursions is on Friday. Loot Exos. Saving all of my directives to punch up as high as I possibly can with Loot Exos to continue actually getting all the amazing, incredible, wonderful things that you get from the loop and the faction. No FOMO. I don't need to participate in that SLB. The rewards I can possibly and progression I can possibly get from saving my directives and going with the Loot Exos and really just like saving up on that stuff for me and my account is much better. Same with the Revenant. Looking at the Chaos SLB, one of the ways you could be like whooping in the Chaos SLB is punching up as high as you possibly can doing Revenant stuff. But again, costs are so crazy. For me, I think the gains of saving and going for the Loot Exos, you know, strategizing, not just seeing events and going, I have to do every event. I have to try for every event. No. You have to try to have fun with your account and where it's at. And for me right now, it's working some of these factions and loops that can give you great gains and really being awesome within these things. And really working this stuff that can get you beautiful things like, you know, 75k Syndicate, just easy peasy or a day, that are giving incredible artifacts and some of, from me, my favorite and most useful officers in the game. I want that more than maybe like 30,000 Syndicate from an SLB. And yes, we have other things like the loot favors for some of these new things, or maybe the Exos aren't doing a whole heck of a lot. But you know what? I gotta use them on something. And I would rather get a couple hundred more of these loots than something else with those Exos. Heck yes, and Venadia. That's one of the things I do. I love Wednesdays for this event right here, Final Weapon Wednesday, Zindeep, which I think is hilarious. I love this name. The basically the only single guaranteed free-to-play achievable source of premium dust on the regular every single week, no matter what. I love this event. I take mine into the token systems. I farm those battleships for my rare opportunity choices once a week. I get my premium dust, and then I get to go and every single time it comes up, which is about 3 days, every 3 days, I get these beautiful, I do max pulse here, so that's guaranteed epic export credits. I do these max things here. Sometimes I get 5 epic credits. Often I get 5 epic credits, but then sometimes I get 4,000. Absolutely amazing. Delhi, I would argue a lot more against the Terran Star being guaranteed free-to-play premium dust sourcing, because arenas... Whew, you don't want to get me into arenas this week. That's not that. I did not have good arenas experience once again on Monday for a slew of reasons. So I am not the person who can really argue for a guaranteed free-to-play everyday sourcing of premium dust from the Terran Store. For some people, some very lucky people, yes, they can be getting 150 and or 125 and or 100 premium dust every day. For very, 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 very few people, feel free, voice yourselves in chat. We are the sounding platform for respectful voicing of experiences and thoughts. Yep. There was the point brought up as well that even for even for those who are lucky enough to have miraculously somehow gotten to Platinum 3, there are still limits as well. There are still limits here, although, ooh, it's a lot if you add it all together. It's amazing. Lots of thoughts and opinions in the chat. Oh man. Let me make sure. It is, of course, Zindi Wednesday, so I'm always very like, ooh, on if anything is happening in the actual Zindi armadas. I did talk about the one, my revelation with this last horrendous Alliance tournaments 8 days after the previous one, where all of our strategies for anything were completely blown out the water and nobody could do anything. I did discover I could do one thing. I did discover I could in fact do the acquire temporal disruptors if I keep up with the G5 rare Zindi armadas, which is not an option for everybody, but it is one for me. A double pull of this Zindi rare armada was getting me on average about 13,000. My emerald chain of my alliance is such that I get an extra roll on things, that has to be said. So I don't get 1 and 2 chests, I get 2 and 3. And if I do the 3 chest, I usually get about 13,000. And then from the regular Zindi pull, which I also have the extra of, I get enough of like Great Eye of Ara, La'an's 21st Century Watch. I have those maxed, so when I get their biddies, the extras can be converted into temporal disruptors to finish that event. So I realize if the timing is right, I can do that twice per tournament, free to play, by stocking up on the stuff. So Wednesdays, I'm always very like, oh, where are we doing armadas? Can I get in on every possible Zindi thing ever? Because the Zindi rare especially, there's more directive sourcing for it than ever now. So more and more of them are happening, and if you can get in on them, if you can run some, which, you know, Wednesday, one single rare Zindi armada can complete the event. It's a thing I'm really on. So if you guys see any Zindi armadas coming up, please do let me know. I want to be in on them, because you don't always get a ton of loot, but if you do enough, it can stack up. Thank you so much. First time chat from Harry Boat Ride, by the way. I hope you are getting into your boat riding season wherever you are. We're getting into spring. I don't know. Says you can't play. That time is right in the middle of the night / day. You're a night shifter here. So unfortunately for Harry Boat Ride, no arenas. No arenas. It's just not possible. The timing is so tough for so many people, and it really is tragic to see that whatever my experiences are as somebody who usually is technically often able to get in on the timing on those Mondays, whatever my experiences are, it's even worse for the people who want to try and could maybe be succeeding. Maybe these are the platinum ones of the future, but because of the timing, they're not able. It's tough. It's tough. Yes, Savage, I know. Real life Zelda movie. 2027. Yep.
Giggity, giggity,
King Jesus,
giggity.
what's up? Just cute.
Alright.
Snowing. Oh my gosh. Okay, hands up in chat, please. Hands up in chat, everybody. Who has snow right now? Either it's snowing, it just snowed, or you have snow on the ground, or you're expecting snow. What's up, everybody? Tell me. It's such a funny time of year. Just Q 15 biddies even. Thank you so much. Candy White snowed last night. Fisty has snow, snowing in Ottawa. Savages is melting. Last snow was 4 days ago. Nations snowing right now for Blastnet. Tornadoes for Micah. Storms for Falcon. 84 Fahrenheit for Psycho Jester. 72 for Mr. Boat Riding Harry. Anarchy. Snowing. 88 for Mecha Dave tomorrow. Danny. Nice. Snowed last night for Dougie. Clear sky but cold as Sherwood Park. Snow. Was plus 15 in a week. 4 a.m. 8 degrees in South Wales. 4 a.m. Overtoad. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. After 2 weeks and 2 tornadoes, a regular storm is nice. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Kinky Jesus, I just beg for the G6 Innovative Engineering. I just don't know if it'll ever happen.
Indeed.
Harry Bowride, thanks for the follow. Officially a member of the Gate Room. We are better for having you here. 79 and raining. Where we say yeah, I got up to gold 3 has been my peak. Monday I got I got 1 win. And now I'm not gold 3 anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But you know what I do want to talk about? I may not have G6 Innovative Engineering, but I might not need it. Remember when I was saying the DTI faction is absolutely wacko and it suddenly is like, oh hey, casual 75k syndicate every day off the bat. Guess what else it can do? Who got yesterday in their pull? It's only once a week. It's only once a week. I got 20 Cruncha blueprints and 20 Enterprise E blueprints. My friends, that is 480,000 faction credits worth of level 70 epic ships. Just like that. Like that. 240,000 each. 20 credits for the Enterprise E cost 240,000 credits. Ditto Cruncha. 500,000 credits. Faction credits. You can see what I have for the 66 rares as well so far. And you know, it's never guaranteed. There's different RNG. It's only 1 pull a week. It depends if you can do 1 chest or 2 chests. It totally depends on your alliance. Now, I'm very, very, very lucky that my alliance is growing and growing in strength. And technically numbers. I mean, we can have 102 members technically right now. But our bigs are getting bigger. And sometimes there's those magic moments where they're like, hey, we're all here. Or enough of us are here that we can go to the level 70 of anything and get her done. So Major Samo saves all of her Credum formation directives and her Revenant group Borg polygon, 1 point Hujimujis. And does not use them unless we are doing 70s. Now this only happens maybe like once a month or something. The other day it was on the weekend, and I had family visiting from out of town, of course. And it was like, ooh, this is my one chance for possibly months. I'm trying to subtly, like, I have to go to the bathroom. Not that, I didn't ignore my family, obviously. Family in real life must come first. But, if you can possibly save and do stuff like that and really take advantage of your alliance, I already have 40 towards my Enterprise E. So imagine how long it's going to take. Let's do a fun thing. And then I have to be doing some, like, solos and stuff. I actually have to be fighting some stuff tonight. Shockingly. Maybe. Me playing the game while streaming, it's a weird thought. Sometimes it happens. But let's do something fun. Just for kicks and giggles. Let's do Shipyard. So I already am working my blueprints for my Enterprise E. Already working up. And the fact... Oh my goodness. The fact that we're another 7 years and 80 days worth of speed ups away from Shipyard 70. So I grind in the Mirror Universe as often as I possibly can for 15-hour speed ups. So 7 years times 365 days plus 80 days. Okay. 2,635 days. That is 63,240 hours. If I did that right. Now divided by 15 hours. I need 4,216 speed ups. I get an average of maybe 3 speed ups per run. So I need 1,405 runs times 30 minutes divided by 2. I only need to spend another 22,000 hours. I only need 22,000 hours in the Mirror Universe alone. In the Mirror Universe alone. Just for grinding for speed ups. Never mind the, 130,000 rare crystal, 124,000 rare gas, 136 rare ore, 205 million par steel. Only 22,000 hours in the Mirror Universe. Come on. Where else would you be? What is life? What is family? What is anything? Falcon Pod, please stay safe. Please stay safe. By the way, we are 41 minutes and counting from Daily's Reset. 41 minutes and counting. Nick might stop pulling Armada chests at their level because they keep getting uncommon ships you already have. Nick, I still full pull everything. I absolutely full pull everything. Because guess what exists? Scrapping! G3, G4, and, theoretically, coming, G5. And it's not just ship parts. Every faction credit helps, in my opinion. Every ship part, every material, every badge, every single speed up, to me, counts. Every single one. And hopefully, the way this game boosts you these days, the speed at which you can progress, but the things like artifacts and building bonuses and mirror universe stuff, you can be soloing armadas a lot quicker than you probably realize. You can be soloing these armadas. I'm talking not just like one ship, you yourself with one ship, maybe even with full loot crew. You can be soloing these things. It is getting to the point where you could really stock up a lot of stuff easier and faster than perhaps you realize, and you can keep up with these things. And so when we get G5 scrapping, you're going to be so happy you've got all those G4 ships that you can build. So you can scrap to feed those G5 ships. So you can scrap, you know? And once you hit G5, as a lot more people are doing, and we'll look more specifically at this G4 push that's happening, you know, I will keep full pulling my Armada stuff for a long time. Yep. Even with the amount of faction credits coming in these days, again, from various sources, and, you know, various things that are cutting down faction costs of some things. The Mirror Universe. The Mirror Universe. Even so, with things like more scrappings coming, more credits, more better. More credits, more better. The G4 push, the big G4 push. Mr. Rebdeuce had a wonderful, I thought, YouTube sesh this morning where he did touch on this supposed G4 push and how, like, we all know they want everybody to get up to the top 20 levels. It's fair. How can you keep up trying to keep content relevant for 6-7 generations? Of course, it's a lot easier to have everybody vaguely within that 20 range, make more of the main bases happy, you know? But is this supposed G4 push really what needs to be happening, and how much does it benefit? Okay, it's a crazy, weird special every couple of days. 160 chests, supposedly, for the cost of, you know, a normal 2-pull. But it hurts me, as it seemed to hurt Rev. In my opinion, this is so off base. The one thing we need in life these days is not materials.
Oh, this where dreams come true. We'll bring the magic right to you. Island vibes and skies of blue on a low distance excitement.
Aloha, Diz! Welcome in. That's the perfect opportunity to congratulate, if you haven't heard, and if you've been wondering why so many streamers have been wearing this week, because I know a lot have. I, in fact, wore it. Didn't I wear it on Friday when I did my spontaneous Mini Mabel cosplay, because she was wearing it, and then I think Scribbler was wearing it last night. Aloha, Diz. Right here, link in the chat. The Dr. Iron Chef family, the Aloha Diz family, finally achieved, because of this community, they achieved their official full-on partner status on YouTube. They got the thousands and thousands of watch hours needed to take it to the next level. This means they're going to be able to do more stuff more often with better equipment, better just everything. They are the loveliest people you could ever hope to meet. I am so unbelievably proud of them. So congratulations, Aloha Diz. Things are only getting bigger and better. If you don't follow them on, you don't subscribe to them on YouTube. It's the equivalent of following on Twitch. Totally free to subscribe on YouTube. Absolutely amazing. That just happened like this week. It was last week. Within the week, we're all still just so excited. So Aloha Diz, definitely thinking about them all through this week. Thank you for the hydrates. Please do go give him a follow. And while we're talking about it, actually, perfect timing. Dr. Iron Chef, big name, full YouTube partner, is going to be one of my guests this Monday. Yes, Samo streaming on a Monday because it's Arc Fall, y'all. It is Arc Fall once again, and I finally am the host once more. I'm not a big deal like Dr. Iron Chef and YouTube partnered Aloha Diz, but I'm going to do my best. 8 p.m. PSD this coming Monday, April 7. I had to defer the last couple ones I was supposed to host. The Warp Drive 5, we rotate, right? We try to give everybody a chance. We're all about building each other's channels up, helping and supporting each other. I felt so bad I've had to defer because I've been, out of town or sick, what have you. So I'm so excited to be hosting again. I already know what I'm going to be wearing, and there might be some surprises. There might be some surprises in store, some more exciting news from the Warp Drive 5. So I really do hope you could all be there. We go the whole way through the night, right up to Patch Notes drop. It's a long night, but it's always a party. We have so much fun. I really hope you can make it. Please screenshot this, show your alliances, go into Discord, spread the word. I really hope to see you all at Arc Fall on Monday. And now back to right up here. It does seem pretty wild, 160 chests, yes. And absolutely, I hope y'all are keeping up with your mining. Always be mining. And that you can take advantage of some of these things. But truly, honestly, the one thing in the game, when you look at materials these days, is not it. If you want to advance your people, you need to give them ship parts. You need to be advancing these specialty loops. Basic refinery given materials is not the way to get your players to advance a generation. This is exciting, yes. The epics, if you can get, could help with things like the Jelly Loop up to the Enterprise A, up to your Enterprise D kind of stuff. I'm not saying this vaguely won't help a few things, but truly, ship parts, specialty ships, helps with loops. There are so many places that give you materials. If you are keeping up with your artifacts and your efficiencies, if you're keeping up with researches, your efficiencies, in G4 land, if you're doing your Bajoran is giving you so many more materials than your refinery. Even if you get the free-to-play primes to boost your refineries, which are things that exist, Your refinery is not where you're advancing your game. Correct, Brett Day. Temporal disruptors from the DTI. And that's maybe, you know, a bit above some, you know, early 40s and stuff that they're trying to advance. But there are things along the way to advance your artifacts. Again, building bonuses, ever expanding. The Bajoran loop is so old now. But still, if you're keeping up with it, materials is not what's going to advance your players. I'm happy for boosts. Like, I'm even claiming these boosts. But is it something that you should opt up for just to be getting these things? No. If you're ready, awesome. It's a little fun. But don't change your strategies or your gameplays because this is some game-changing boon. Love bonuses. But to my interpretation, it's rather off the mark. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You could probably build Kinky Jesus a couple more sets of G4 epics and max them for mats. Except parts. Too many loops, just too many clicks just to start the game at the beginning of day, says Brissinger Wolf. No faction credits and ship parts. Refinery like this might help some buildings, but it's not going to advance them to G5 without being seriously underpowered, says Falcon Paw. Bally Bomb just buys packs. Bless you, Bally Bomb, and all you are. Do you want to tell everybody how many level 70 ships you have now? I'm excited. I wish I was you. I'll be you when I grow up in like 12 years at Op 70. Well, actually, no, only 7 years, right? 7 years and 79 days. For Mecha, ship parts and tritanium. Everything but materials. Falcon Paw says, get rid of the older time gates. Ship locks, older loops. That will advance your players, not just, here's a little bit more basic materials. Again, more materials, more better. I'll always take it. It's not going to suddenly jump 10,000 G4 players up to G5. I think. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. You want players to go G5 to break up brackets. Berlin Wall does not want to go, because why would they want to be in a bracket as a 51 with Op 60s? Start breaking up the brackets, and then they're going to say, oh, well, there's not enough people. There won't be, you know? Well, you want your people aren't going because they don't want to. It's a whole, like, whoo, cause and effect. Yeah, you do, Bally. I saw that. I saw that. More people agreeing. Ship parts. Ship parts. Bally Bomb does not want to be in a bracket with 70s, but they are. It happens. Too funny. Too funny. Oh, I mean, tragic, sad, funny. I don't know. Okay, I talked about premium dust. Oh my gosh. Look at this really quick. I've been going for all the premium dust I can possibly get today, and look at this. Look at that. I am 2 off the next one I need for the chain I'm on. I am 2 off, so I don't get those points for the SLB. I don't get that benefit. Oh my gosh, it hurts. I don't know how. That just seems so like, Samo, no. I don't know. It's wild. And generally G5 brackets actually are split, by the way, Berlin. G5 brackets are mostly very split, in fact. You could say we are tragically hip. Womp 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 womp. I know, Mecca! I know! Yeah! Oh, Silvertap, nothing takes that long in the 50s now. Come on, there's so many billion efficiencies. Down there, at least. I'm hoping once G7 comes out, the Sigma stuff will be not so absolutely outrageous. I mean, probably still will be, but... There we go, there we go. Another thing, of course, we were talking about the Fleet Commander events and sources of premium dust. So I've got a question for ya. All these new solo waves, which are amazing. Absolutely, Patrick, absolutely. I have spent everything I've gotten so far on premium mirror dust. Correct, Bally, correct. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it's 7.5 years for me to get to 7.5 more years of speed ups are needed for me to get to Shipyard 70. 33 minutes and counting until dailies reset. 33 minutes and counting. But this is a source. Every so often, these FC enlistments. So I have a question. I've not been spending my ye old OG wave currency. And with all these solo things that have been happening, you know, there's been some more. My alliance is still running regular waves and stuff. I have a bit of original currency. I'm in 3rd place right now. That's 450 dust. I would love 650. Battling my own alliance mate right here. Fun things on stream. I wanted to do this earlier, but I was like, oh, let's see if they would enjoy that. Or if I should even do it. What do you think? I have 131,000 normal wave stuff. A full 50 pull for Sloan skill points is 70k of the 130, so it's more than half, but, you know, I'd still have some left for certain daily pulls. What do you think? It gets, like 2,200-ish Sloan skill points to spend on this SLB, try to get 2nd place, or guarantee my 3rd place for the 450, is it? Dust? Should I do it? Should we go spend some stuff? Or should we not? Brett Day says, you'll pick up some efficiencies on the way. It won't be longer than, 5, maybe 6 years. Patrick, yeah, we talked about this in the SMS earlier. Brilliant, wonderful to have guaranteed, very easy free-to-play sourcing of a bit of premium dust every week. Love that event. So far, Anarchy says, do it. Spectre says, do it. Do we have some more? Si, senor? What's only 4.5 million lat Berlin Wall? Ooh, actually, let's do that again. 7 years times 365 days plus 78 days. 2,603 days at 1.5 million lat per speed up. It's 3,904,500,000 lat to go to Shipyard 70 right now. Yes, I just said basically 4 billion latinum. 4 billion. Nice, Beller. Unlocking Locutus has them in 1st currently. Yes, Kinky Jesus, except for premium dust. And the thing is, up in the 60s, so many people bought all the fleet commanders and have them all maxed already. So the fleet commander sometimes feels like you could get a top 10 placement if you're lower down still, and you don't actually spend. So the fleet commander is a funny thing, because up in the 60s specifically, because so many people do just buy whatever new fleet commander and like instantly max everything. Whereas I have not. Everything has been, you know, the event store, extra fleet commander slot, and unlocking of people and stuff and things. You should get Janeway tomorrow. Nice. 10 years from now, do I want to tell a story of how I didn't press a button? Bender, good night to you. Good night, good night, good night. Alright, well, let's just do it. Let's have some fun. Whee! As I said, 2250. Hopefully I don't regret this later. When I'm doing whatever of the... What do I even pull with regular stuff every day? Transmitters, dolomite particles. It's kind of the main stuff. Okay, here we go. Sloan. What was I working on? Base hull health, always good. I'm actually starting to run out. I say keep up with your Bajoran. I just so rarely do the armadas anymore. I'm starting to run low. This could actually help. General hostile loot, of course. I never use cloak, Broken Wolf. This may shock and horrify many people. I never, ever, ever use cloaking. I'm not a PvP person. I'm not trying to hide myself and slay. I slay outright in SMSs that force me to do so. Some people say, hey, it can help you with armadas and stuff. Never needed it. I don't have cloak for anything. I got cloak on like the Legionary in the 20s just to start doing the dailies and stuff, and then I just haven't kept up. I don't have the cloak stuff. I know it can help with certain, you know, Q trial-y kind of things, but maybe I'll get back to it one day. It is something I've never needed. I have never employed. I love warp speed! But that's like a convenience thing, right? I do have, where's the... Here it is, Isolytic Defense. Y'all, lots of people saying ISO Defense and Hull Health. Cloak sucks, costs too much to get. Yeah, I've never needed it. I've never wanted to bother with those dailies. I don't know. Okay, Hull Health and ISO seem to be the overwhelming favorites. Boom, let's do one of those. Let's do one of those. Let's do one of the defense. 616-300. Okay, I cannot do one of each more. I know there's so much stuff for Hull Health, but I just love it. I just love it. It makes the ships feel like they're so big. And not everything does ISO or has ISO. 3% ISO defense. I could probably do maybe 2 more. I could get from 13 to 19.
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
Or I can get 30% feature. Thank you so much. 14 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Damage over defense. Well, I believe I have for Sloan. Yeah, somebody else does the ISO damage. Somebody else does the ISO damage. ISO defense is great for solo waves, Krenums, PvP. So is Hollow.
Moist. Moist. Moist, moist, moist.
Oh boy, Dr. Juby. Thank you.
Moist.
No, that's Warp Speed, Spectre. In the bottom right-hand corner is Warp Speed. Somebody else has the ISO damage. Somehow we're at 43% with 4.5 minutes of a hype train, thanks to Jubies. Moist. Moist. 43%. Hype train. And Vidzoit. Yes, it's Lorca Spectre. Yeah. It's not the ISO stuff. The ISO stuff is it's spread out. Thank you, Keith, for the hydrate. Juby, it was the thing. Congratulations.
I always get a happy tingle feeling when I see those guys.
Anarchy and Chaos. The second time tonight, 5 gifted subs. Falcon Paw, Loch Ness Munchies, IK Kaj. Falcon, my own mod without a flippin' sub. Oh my gosh, Jess Insanity and GDCB77. Not only that, Lorian Targ with 100 biddies. Thank you so much. It's so great to see you. Ice Wolf, no, I did not. I will never. Well, I say that. Oh my gosh, I say that. No, blurps are wide open for you. Those incredibly kind things have us at 94% of a level 2 with the timer reset. We have 4 minutes. Blurps are open and live. Have at thee. Have at thee. Okay, whatever. I did that. Oh, good. That's out of commish now. Level 56 command center. That'll be a minute. So I can focus now continually back on the ISO defense, which, oh my gosh, it needs like 30 more. Come on, people. That is...
Fart in your general direction.
Thank you for giving some Monty Python. Absolutely brilliant. That takes us, we have achieved level 2. We're working for level 3. Highly inappropriate, but most amusing. Thank you. 4.5 minutes. Timers reset, everybody. Oh. Everybody very happy for their gifted subs, as am I. So kind and awesome. All right, we did the Sloan stuff. I want to do a check really quick. I want to do a check on things. I was talking about loot exos and how I want to go real hardcore on Friday with where am I? It's so weird that like the Romulans by the Romulan, the Klingons by the Klingon, but the G6 Federation is like way on the opposite side of the galaxy. It's like, bloop, just kidding, we're gonna go over here now. I always take a minute. Although of course, as I always forget to do, and we're in the wrong ship spots. Excuse a moment. Let's do this and that, and I need to go to my own system. It really bugs me that the NX has to be out of your base for you to do some sneaking and peeking. Oh, shoot. I gotta bring my miners back, though. Oh, usually I don't go past 10 million in the G5 anyways. Okay, we're gonna recall. I might have to peek in again. What are my recall times? Okay, that's less than a minute. What's the Selkie? 1 minute 50. How long do I have on this? There's no timer! Ah! Well, I'll look in again if I need to move my base. I want to try out really call. Ah, it's okay, Broken Wolf. It's okay. The Selkie can. I never have a problem with my mining dailies. Like manage. Aha! 2 minutes left. Thank you. 2 minutes left. I want to see how Madi is doing with soloing the FKR solos. I haven't tried one in a while. Again, I've been building up those directives, especially of the rare, but I am now out of the uncommon to be doing those regular pulls to be getting the rare directives. So I'm willing to try one or two of the uncommons to see how I'm doing. Yeah, let's gauge. There's been some more research. There's been a lot more artifacts because of tournaments. I'm maxed on all my hull health artifacts, maxed on my shield health artifacts. This is like crazy numbers, y'all. 1,300%, 1,500% on some of these thingies. I did not go to any Pokemon event in Vancouver on March 22nd, Neb. What was this Pokemon event you speak of? What are you speak of? Meanwhile, we are all recalled. Yes. Except the NX-01. And a boom. There we go. Oh, wow. What is this? Shoot! Oh my gosh, right as we get an 68 going? Hold up, I might have to move back so I can send this out. Hold up. Wait, that's actually the correct crew. This is the crew that I want. Yes. Thank you, Hype Train! Finished at that even level 3. Thank you so kindly, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dang nabbit. Okay, sorry everybody. I cannot remember what I said about I don't miss higher up Revenant or formation thingies. I'm losing my mind. There we go. Galaxy's so big. Oh, I don't even need to peek in. It's just, it's there. Okay. Whatever. I have a lot of reload tokens. On my way. Boom. Huh. Okay, congratulations. Hype Chest rewards. There we go. Oh, it was in Washington. That's why I didn't know about it. Hate the cooldown for solo waves. Nick, billion%. I'm very intrigued to see where this next month will go. There's a lot of rumors like, oh, there's going to be new, harder solar waves. New, harder solos. I'm flying solo. I'm Han Solo. Oh my gosh, why did I just say that? It's going to be in my head now. If you guys don't know the Han Solo music video remix to a very famous song, oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyways, I'm hoping if they're actually expanding this solo wave universe, like, say, mirror solo waves. Remember, we got waves and then we got mirror waves. They were harder. They had other stuff, but they had better stuff. I don't know, whatever you think of it. More stuff. It is my dream that if they release new solo waves, that it just gives more of the 3 we already have. Like, do we need 4 solo wave currencies? Do we? Never mind that there's already all these different directive currencies. I'm talking like the wins. We have regular, we have mirror, we have solo. I'm hoping it's just going to give more of those. I'm hoping it's the same as the solo waves, but more. It's harder, but it's more. This is my dream. Maybe I'm being, naive and silly and hopeful and optimistic, as is my way, relentless positivity. But I'm hoping, if it is more waves, that it's just most stuff. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We're getting soloed. We're gonna find out on Tuesday if we getting soloed. Over Toad, oh my gosh. V'ger, that is an amazing little danger dance. You still have your R2-D2 Xbox 360. And the game that the Han Solo song came from. No way, Blasner. They've never been reluctant, Mecha. That's the problem. You don't get the Wave Battle Pass? Does it pay out? Yes, Nick. The free track of the Wave Pass did give out some solo wave starts last month. The paid track down below gave more. Yes. We all know, though, hopefully by now, that I do not count that as sourcing. The paid track I absolutely ignore as a sourcing track, path, source. It's not. It's money. That is bonus special stuff. Love you guys who do pay for it and keep the game going. I hope you're enjoying all those starts. I don't count that as sourcing. The free track I count as kind of like half sourcing, because as with all tracks and passes, it's still like you gotta be there and doing stuff every day. It is not guaranteed. It is engagement based, which is fair. You should have to play the game to get stuff. To a degree. To a degree. But it's great. And, the gifts they were giving out when certain events were coming up, mo chances, mo better. I'm very interested and intrigued to see what regular, actual maintainability sourcing. Oh, I died. I go kapoof. But I think we won. Because I know I have some missions right now. Oh, wait. Before I go look at my loot. Did another one start already? Somebody's doing something somewhere. Nope, never mind. Not another one of those. So let's look at that loot really quick. Ooh. 183.75. I don't know if that... I'm pretty sure I need bajillions of jillions of jillions. I've talked about the insanity of the jump once you go Mark 3. But anyways, yeah. I'm very intrigued to see what regular, actual, guaranteed kind of sourcing is going to develop into. We must think of things like the Mirror Universe. Everybody was losing their minds the first month, the first 2 months, even first 3 months. And now it's come to be that, unless you're literally in the Mirror Universe 10 to 15 hours a day doing runs, you have so many thousands of entries and all the various uncommon and rare and special, vouchers. You can get anywhere all the time. So I'm just like waves. I have tens of thousands of normal wave starts and mirror first months are always very painful and everybody loses their minds, and especially when stuff like Solo Waves, for me, gives so much good stuff. It's so good. I would run like 10 Solo Waves a day if I could. Well, 5 solo runs a day. So I really hope that it does follow the general track that people often do of really, really tough for the first couple months. And then eventually we look back and we're like, remember the day when we only had one every 3 days? How did we even survive? It's so easy now. It's so easy now. Kellen 4! Speaking of SNL sketches, Twitch baby, Kellen 4, that is our 9 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm the same as many people have just said. I don't know if I'll ever run a normal wave again. Solo waves are just so awesome. They're so much faster. I don't want to say they're so much easier. They're so much faster. You don't have to find a team. You don't have to say, this is how you survey run. Do we have this much power? You take these guys, you take those. You'll have specialty ships, all speed crew, whatever. Solo waves is just you against the world, and that's how I like it. Solo waves are genius. They're brilliant. They're wonderful. I adore them. I wish they'd been here from the beginning. I want more starts. I want more starts. They're amazing. The rewards are amazing. The stuff in the store is amazing. Give me more sourcing! Fair Destros, you still want a lot more OG credits to finish off Sloan once your 7 of 9 efficiency is maxed. I'm at 4 out of 5 myself. I'm at 4 out of 5 myself. It's gonna take a minute to finish off because rare stuff is still so rarely sourced. I'm not waiting around for the 5th one. It'll be nice once I get it. There might be more fleet commanders before then, though, and they could benefit. Solo Waves gives you more control of your own game. Yes, we all know how I feel about group stuff. It's like the group projects in school. Some people do all the effort, have all the knowledge, and some other people are just clueless and ruin everything. It's very generalized and sounds kind of mean. I mean, just for the fact of timing, though. Everybody has different work schedules, different life schedules, different priorities. Things where you have to gang up with whole hordes of folks. Just like the Formatas. Remember I said it's maybe once a month or once every 6 weeks I get to do anything like a Krenim Formata or the Revenant really high armadas, because you depend entirely on other people. And you just have to hope you're lucky enough to be there when it's happening, and you're lucky enough to get a start in on the frenzy of, oh my gosh, the bigs are on sale. The bigs are on sale? The bigs are available. And very kindly, very happy to help everybody out. But it still has to be a perfect aligning of the stars and timings. But Solo Waves, you get her done. It's you against your own skill and your own game. Have you done your research? Have you put in the effort to get your ships up? Have you been getting those artifacts? Have you been doing the work? I love that self-testing. I don't want to have to rely on anybody. Atari Living Sacrifice, what's going on? Great to see you in my chat. Super awesome. Look at this fancy guy. Shout out for them, please. Can we get solo arenas? Savage, if we could do solo arenas, team us up with some NPCs, us against the computer, oh my gosh. I guarantee you, I would not be gold 4 right now. Yep, there you go. Absolutely, Bread Day. Sourcing. It has just been month 1, though. Okay, I'm going to dare try to move back out to G6 again, as I intended. And this will be our finale event, because I just looked at the time and holy moly. Boopy-doo. Us against the computer, isn't that Waves? The solo Waves, yes, RBV, and it's brilliant. It's my favorite thing that's come out in a long time. A long time. I can tell you that. You're trying to use it to max officers? I've never bought an officer shard in my life from those faction stores. But it would be cool if we could get to the point where that could happen. It would be very cool. Okie dokie. Full loot crew. Full loot crew. Here we go. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't do full loot crew. Actually, you know what? Let's do full loot crew. Because right now she gets 100% with that synergy. If I put him here, it's 60%, but having 5 here is 100%. So it's 60% more than if I had him over there. Granted, Tolly actually does something. But let's try it. Let's try it. Let's just do it. Mortal Kombat! Finish him! Bread Day, it's true, it's true. I just, I was saying last night, I just got a promotion on Janeway, and I'm insanely excited about it. I'm now tier 4 Janeway. And if something like Janeway was in with some of those stores, that's one of the things with those stores. It's all the PvP people. So I'm like, once again, especially once you go into the 60s, you have no hope. Because the people who are above you have all spent, and they'll have bought, and this is a huge generalization. These are huge generalizations. I apologize. I don't mean to offend or, you know. But a lot of spenders are PvPers. And they spend so that they can whoop everybody. So, generally speaking, especially now in PvP, I know I have no hope ever. And spending my tiny hard-earned pennies of a 3-day solo wave on PvP officers that will take months to level up, for me is not, oh baby, look at this. Look at this. Full loot in a hazard system with a G5 ship, which has no natural hazard resistance, and I can do multiple 65s. Alright. Alright. Super highways are ops locked. Yes, indeed. And alas, in fact, the super highways, I recently unlocked. It's 64. It's ops 64. Like, it's quite locked. But thankfully, really, 60 to 64, if you've done your work leading up and have the base foundation, if you have your at least one G5 epic, like I have my D, you can get her done. You can get her done. You can get up to 64, not very difficult. But it depends on what you care about. If you love that PvP, it's probably maybe not the path for you. You know, arenas, don't get me started. But as you can see, even though my G5 ship is warp locked, if you've done your work, you can throw Grush on for the extra warp range and still be punching up above. And that's the G6 FKR solos, you can have 3 ships. You can have 3 full ships. I have 1 ship with a full loot and warp crew as a brand new, very fast advanced 64 in hazard systems, and I can still easily get 3 armadas in a row. No problemo. It depends how much strategizing, research, artifacts, building, keeping up with your buildings. It all depends. Rev did something great in his YouTube earlier. He was getting people from different brackets, all the way from like Ops 30, 30 to 34, 34 to 37, 37 to 40, thinking about those kind of jumps that we do, and looking in, going into stfc.wtf or .pro and looking at their stats and talking about, so what ships did you get? What did you skip? Do you have these researches? Have you been working on Bajoran or solos or this, that, and the other thing? And seeing what everybody can accomplish for what their priorities have been and what their foundational real power, not just the number of their power, because like, what does that always mean? But what is their actual capabilities? And it was so fun and interesting. It was so fun and interesting. All right. 230, 225, 232. Remember, you get 3 starts a day. Well, remember / something to look forward to. You get 3 starts a day for FKR solos. You get 3 uncommon starts every day. I just got about 230 per 65 with my loot cruise, so that's over 700. I got 475, I think, from the chests of the 3. If I look in my, I'm so used to going to Fleet Commanders today. If I look in my Alliance chest, my Armada chest, for my, nope, that's Cindy. Uncommon solo. It's 900k for a full 3 pull. So even as a brand new 64 with no G6 ships, still only my single G5 epic at Ops 64, I can be doing my max pull every day. Easily. I can do those 3 armadas and have more than enough to do my full 3 pull every day. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I was doing that before my D was even maxed. I was doing that at level 9 or 10. At tier 9 or 10. It is maxed now. It is 12. So I can do all 3 in one run, whereas maybe before I had to do it in 2, I don't know, you work up. I can do it in full 1 run now. But I was doing it since I was only tier 9 or 10. I think I was 10 when I went up into the 60s. And yeah, there's G6 uncommon solos, rare solos, and epic solos. There is full gamut of G6 FKR solos. Yeah, you can totally punch up. Broken Wolf is Ops 62, doing the 62's full loot crew. Their level 60 ships, their G5 epics, are only tier 8. And they can keep up with their full pulse on the initial G6 solos. Definitely not something to be worried about. If, you've been keeping up. And go at the... when you're ready. And we can talk more about what is ready for what, when, why, who, where, what, why. And sometimes how. On Friday. But I must be off myself. I must be off. Tomorrow I have a massive day. It's gonna be well, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. I don't want to talk about it. So I gotta go to bed. Who can we go to? Nick, you don't open up the actual deep space until 61. There is no possibility of trying them at 60. They open up at 61. Yeah. Refresh that list. Well, you know what? We haven't been over here in a minute. We went to them last time. All right. Future pining. Yep. Atari, it seems so. It seems so. All right. As always, sorry if I missed anything in chat tonight. Stuff be cray. Just have to come back on Friday night. Hopefully at our usual 7 p.m. PST for Fridays. If you have any desperate needs or questions or anything in the meantime, I'm always available on Discord, link in the chat right there. Thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you so much, Anarchy and Chaos, for those batches of the gifted subs, and absolutely everybody who also gave a sub or resubbed. Any bits, blurps, tangias, etc., stickers. It's so much fun hanging out with y'all. I'm so sorry, Diehard Cubby, Rico, people who came in a little bit later, I might have missed, or you know, you just came in and now I'm leaving. Apologies, but hopefully we can hang out on Friday. Have a wonderful day till then. Remember that everybody, the world needs more hugs and we need more nerds, so don't forget to hug a nerd. I have a raid emoji, indeed. Oh gosh, Rico, please stay safe. Please stay safe. Jeepers Louise. Everybody, please stay safe. There's some crazy weather going on. I hope to see you all checking in on Friday, telling me your and yours are okay. We are raiding out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.